So the very first job interview, or technically the very first job interview I ever had, was not the most professional job interview, I guess. It was at a small little RV park, and they needed a new receptionist, so I applied. And I walked in. I was dressed I was casual, but I was presented well. And I walked in there, and nobody was in there. Like, there was, like, nobody at the front desk at all. And the phones were ringing off the hook, and I was like, oh, my God, is there anybody here? And finally, this lady came in, and she had handfuls of paperwork, and she just looked like she had been having the worst day in the entire world. And I introduced myself. I told her who I was and why I was coming in, and I told her I was applying. And she was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot. And so she had to print me out a little application. I filled it out right there on the desk, and I was talking to her, and I asked her, I'm like, are you the owner? And she said, no, I'm just a front desk worker, but I'll get the owner to come up here. The owner comes up there. She has two boys probably under the age of 3 on her hip. She is yelling at them, screaming at them, trying to talk to me, and it's chaos. And the phones are ringing, people are coming in and out, and it was chaos. And one of the first questions she asked me, she said, can you handle chaos? And I said, yes, I think so. And she said, boom, you're hired. So I worked there all summer, and it was one of the best jobs I've ever had. Some advice that I would give for kids that are going out and getting jobs is that when you go to a job, be professional, present yourself well, be understanding to all their terms and conditions. And my grandma always tells me the saying is to dress to impress. No matter where you're going, put your best suit on and impress someone that you're talking to. If I was a boss and I was trying to hire someone to work for a company of mine, I would want them to be very dependable. So I would make sure they had an open schedule for days I needed them to work. Are they willing to work long hours? Are they willing to, work the overtime? Or if I ask them to do something that they normally don't do, if they're willing to do it and try something new, and if they start working for me a while, will they train people and will they train them well? If I had to do a virtual interview, or if I was interviewing someone on virtual, I would want them to still be dressed very nicely, have their full attention on me. I would look for distractions, the way they talk to me, they're comfortable in their own home, and so having to talk to me, I want them to be comfortable with me also. So yeah.